Welcome back to episode 386 of the Bad Taste Video Podcast. I'm Mike, and I'm here with Grizz, and we're getting ready to hit the holiday. I was going to say like the holiday crack pipe hard. I don't know.
Holiday crack pipe is awesome.
With one of the best holiday horror films of all time. And I'm not going to say it's the goriest. I'm not going to say the story is the best. But to me, this one holds, a place in my heart. Not quite like its sequel, but we'll get into that a little bit later. But before that, let's hit that intro.
Christmas Eve is slowly fading. Can you hear him in the night? Close the door, turn out the light.
Yes, welcome back. We are here to discuss Silent Night, Deadly Night from 1984. Quite possibly the most famous Killer Santa movie. I would say, at least in people that are truly horror fans, like, maybe not necessarily in, the general public, but we're not here for the general public, obviously.
No, I think this is probably up there, debatably number one with the top Killer Santa Claus movies of all time for sure.
Yes. Hello, William Blasco. Happy Holla Christmas Ween. Chris, what even makes like a kill like all right, this week we're covering a movie where a guy dresses up like Santa Claus and goes around and kills people. Sure. Is that truly a Killer Santa Claus movie? Because it's not actually Santa Claus. It's just a guy dressed up as Santa Claus. Like, if I dressed up as you, is it a Killer Grizz movie? No, it's still Mike in a costume. You know what I mean? Like,
I would love. We should do that sometime. We should dress up as each other and see how that fucking.
I feel like we're really not that far off look wise.
Yeah, I was gonna say we probably look pretty.
Yeah, I look pretty.
You just switch
similar.
Clothes right now and just look like us.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess it's a bad idea. But okay, so what? I guess that kind of digs into a pretty deep question here, man. Santa Claus, since he is in fact not real. Wouldn't this be a Killer Santa Claus movie? Because anybody playing Santa Claus is technically Santa Claus at that point, right?
Yeah, but
or are you saying that in a world? Hold on now. Are you saying in a world where the man himself, the Clausmeister, is real, and he has to be the one, like the dude living in the pole with the deers and shit? Yeah. He has to be the one killing people in the movie for you to feel like it's a real Santa Claus killing people movie.
See, now, realistically, the second idea would be the preferred Killer Santa movie, like Santa's Sleigh with Goldberg, where that's actually Santa Claus doing
Santa
it.
Claus? Yeah.
The Krampus movie, not Santa Claus, but,
a deity.
The idea. Rare Exports, another thing where it's like a similar idea with the Killer Santa Claus and stuff. I think that's like the peak Killer Santa. That's the preferred pure Killer Santa movie. But I understand that budget constraints. The genre itself is not huge when it comes to the general public. So
Yeah, I probably should have put spoiler alerts that Santa isn't in fact real. I feel
well.
pretty bad enough.
You could prove us wrong. You know, if you could give us proof, we would love it. Maybe it just hasn't come to us yet. He hasn't revealed himself to the general public. I don't know.
I was a broken child, so I mean, it could be very well that I just didn't get it.
We'll see. Maybe this year. Maybe this year Santa will visit you, Grizz. Maybe. Who knows? Have you been a good boy, or have you been naughty?
Clearing my chimney every day, dude. Hopefully this thing.
But like, really, I guess like, you know, it's technically a Killer Santa Claus movie because he's wearing the Santa Claus costume or whatever. Yeah. But like, really, it's just like a dude in a costume. It's not actually Santa Claus. And
much like last week, this is another situation where traumatic experiences with Santa Claus bring about somebody dressing as Santa Claus
and going wild
and killing people. So,
and also
common thing.
It's like the Killer Santa Claus thing. The only real like subgenre of horror movie where like it's actually like somebody dressing up at, like, it's not actually an entity. Usually it's somebody like in a costume. You know what I mean? Like usually like a zombie movie, like there's fucking zombies. Like it's not a fake zombie.
Zombies.
Vampire movies, like it's a fucking vampire movie.
Dude, I would actually love like a zombie movie where like the killer is just a dude dressed up as a zombie who's like going around like eating people and shit.
Hey man,
but he's like not really a fucking zombie.
That's probably
actually, there's something there to that.
That's gonna be an A24 film. Right, 2027.
Yeah, it's gonna be all art house and shit.
Yeah. But like, really, it's the only subgenre where it's just like a guy pretending to be somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's true.
Like usually, the masked killer is just wearing the mask to hide his identity. You know what I mean?
He's like I don't think like Jason Voorhees is like, I gotta go fucking goaltend tonight at fucking 7.
Yeah, he just got the mask because because he just happened upon it. You know, it was at the lake. He just put it on.
But at the same time, like this dude's not going around it. Well, in Christmas Eve, the dude actually did deliver presents, so he was kind of like fulfilling Santa Claus's role. Yeah. Not so much in this one here. So.
Well, he was like a mall Santa technically, I guess, right? Not a mall, but a five and dime. Speaking of five and dime, man. Remember when we were kids, you would go to the store and you would fucking try to pick out a sled or a snowboard or whatever.
Dude, sledding in the 90s was peak.
Do you remember how hard that was? Do kids still fucking do that these days, or is that a thing of the past?
I would be amazed if like sledding has died off, because that is like one of the like peak wintertime activities for me. Like obviously there's like the big hills you'd love to go to that I always went with like the family and stuff, but like behind my house, if I hiked back in the woods a little bit, man, there was like a pretty like medium sized hill with some like rolls to it and shit. So like all the time I was just going out there and sledding like by myself. It'd be like getting dark at night. I'm in like the middle of the fucking woods sledding by myself.
Hell
and
yeah.
Shit.
As we'll see in this movie, is a dangerous thing to do.
It can be, yes. Brought back memories, dude. Like sledding in the dark is fucking awesome. Me and my friends in high school used to go all the time and like do like midnight sledding and shit, dude. That is so much fun.
That is sick. We used to go up to, there was like a BOCES, like a school that was turned into like a BOCES / administrative building. But out front, there was like literally like, 90 degree, just fucking boom, like you're going down. Drop. Yeah, it was a really good freaking hill for sledding. So like you would, start out going on like the more shallow end of the hill, get your like shit together. And like as you would get to the more steep parts of the hill, it would get more and more dangerous because the fence was getting closer and closer as you got to the more.
There's no slowing down.
Yeah, there's no slowing down. But like if it was a good like snow and it was cold for a little bit after, people would start building ramps over the fucking fence. So it was like a chain link fence is what, maybe like 4 feet high,
4.5.
Yeah, like it's high. It's not that high, but like when you're on a sled just a piece of plastic, you know,
Hauling
between
ass.
your ass and the snow. Dude, that shit was wild, man. Getting launched. I have a pretty funny story also. My grandfather used to take me and my sister sledding when we were kids. We used to go to the local golf course. They used to actually, it was like a PG, you know, Bethpage golf course is a PGA golf course or whatever. They do the tour there and everything. Yeah. It's a public course. It's owned by the town and all that shit. So in the wintertime, they turn it into a sledding like thing. You could go down a whole bunch of hills. When we were kids, my grandfather brought us once, and the local news is doing a fucking program from there, right? Like on the scene with the camera. My sister goes down the hill and no shit takes out the fucking woman doing the fucking thing. Like on camera, like
the camera.
Yeah, like the woman doing the news got taken out. Like the person was fucking down.
Dude, I've seen so many of those fucking clips. I hope I've seen the one of you. We have to find
possible. My mom has to have it somewhere. Like there was a VHS tape of the broadcast. I remember like they would put it on and show people and everybody would fucking crack up. It was fucking awesome. But like I'm guessing that they still do it there. That was, I mean, I don't know. Is like insurance a big deal nowadays? Like, are they afraid someone's gonna get fucking?
More than likely, yeah.
But
so like, if you remember the sled that you guys had as a kid, like, let us know in the chat. I see a couple people already have here with like Liv talking about the Ninja Turtle sled. You know, Alex talking about he had the metal ones that you'd grease up and stuff.
Was the Ninja Turtle sled?
Was it one of the round ones? Because these were like the staples.
Was it like this one? Everybody had these. You didn't necessarily
whether it was solid color or it was the fucking design.
Everybody had these. It was like the alternative to using like the garbage can lid, because that shit was usually like sharp on your ass when you sat on it.
Yeah. The fucking handle usually would never work very well.
Dig into the snow. But these were peak, good, man. These are like the fucking Clark Griswold ones, right? Like it's
you're a pro, you get it spinning a little bit as you started going down. Really go for the fucking ride,
dangerous. Man. Now here's one that you said this was the first one that you got from your father.
This was the first snowboard that I ever got. And if you were a kid in the 90s and got into snowboarding, they were super expensive. But everybody started with like these Walmart, Kmart boards. I specifically, when I saw this picture, it took me back to such a place in time. Getting this fucking snowboard was the worst fucking snowboard you could ever have in your life. But this thing was like, this is what started it all. I was back in the woods with this motherfucker creating like little jumps, thinking I was fucking cool.
Dude, little did you know,
8-9 years old, getting some air and shit.
You're gonna look like this motherfucker when you got older.
Pretty close, dude.
Everybody had these. Everybody had these like the slide-in snowboards where you just kind of like walked into it. It was more like a bigger, like an XL skateboard more than like a snowboard.
Absolutely.
Even though like later on, like we have another picture of a different type. Like
that was a little bit of an upgrade.
I was going to say this was more of the type that I had where it looked like a snowboard, but like you still stepped into it. And then there was one that we had, I don't have a picture of it here, but like it actually had like a binding.
Straps.
Yeah, that would like click, but they would always break. And then you would
Those were the steps you went through, dude. You'd fucking get like the little straps on the fucking shoe part would break, right?
Yep.
The little fucking tightener. Those
and then that would be
always.
that little. And like nowadays, you go on Amazon and you can buy those. You can just buy the fucking clips, like the snowboard fucking the boot clips or whatever. But damn, dude, like when you first got it and it like worked correctly, that shit was awesome. Like you were in that thing tight, right?
Well, I was like, pretty big into skateboarding. I think we both were at a time in high school and stuff. And like, so as a chubbier kid, this was a way where I was like, because I was pretty okay. I was a solid at skateboarding. I was really good at snowboarding because like physics was working with me.
Yeah, the momentum,
on a fucking snowboard.
Right? Yeah, I could just see the rat tail fucking
flying, dude. Like I was fucking winning at life when it was fucking snowboard season.
I just saw somebody It wasn't round. It was the longer plastic one. Was that this one, the torpedo? Because this was a classic. Everybody had the torpedo.
You put 2 or 3 motherfuckers on.
I was gonna say you get as many people as you can in that thing.
Nuts the butts, and you fucking get it going.
Trying to rock forward to get down the hill, or you do it like the bobsled where somebody has to
one person runs.
Yeah. Dude, you have like the rope in the front, like that was actually gonna fucking help steer you or something. Like you're holding onto it, trying to like. Damn.
Oh, there's no way you'd like pulling the plastic up and shit, trying to steer it. There's no steering.
Yo, what were the ones called? I think somebody said the metal ones that you had to grease up. The ones that had the 2 rails.
The tracks?
The old school, yeah.
Dude, those were dangerous, dude. We didn't fuck with those things at all.
I feel like it don't snow enough to use that shit anymore. Like I don't know what's going on.
I remember seeing people and they would just get like stuck like immediately in the fucking snow with those
dude
things,
when you would use that on a hill that was like it snowed maybe a couple days before and then it rained and then it froze over. Dude, you would hit that thing. It would be like what's that thing? The luge or whatever, and the skeleton, right?
The Olympics.
The skeleton race where you just go on the thing and you jump down. Dude, that shit was dangerous. You'd like eat shit on that, and like you would not only be getting scraped by the ice, you're getting hit by the fucking sled. Yeah, no, dude, the fucking metal sled coming down on you, like no, brutal. WD-40 the shit out of the metal ones.
Sledding
damn,
in the 90s, dude. Such just a carefree, like, you know, caution to the fucking wind time period.
Yeah, Grizz.
Our go-to hill was Lester Hill behind the church. And like you're saying, dude, just a straight downhill, but right in the fucking middle had this little flat part that flattened out and then went back down the other side.
Damn.
And when, dude, that motherfucker, without even building a jump on it, families were just hard. Launching themselves.
Yeah. Unsuspecting children veering into the wrong area. Damn.
Yeah, I see back problems created on that hill by adults so many times.
I was gonna say, I think that's where my fucking herniated disc like journey started. Probably when I was about 7 or 8 years old, going down the hills of Long Island on a sled.
My first bruised tailbone was on one of those cheap snowboards, dude.
Dude, do you remember?
That's a terrible fucking.
Do you remember the snow skates? You remember the snow skates?
Yes, I had a pair of fucking snow skates.
No, the one that was
the actual board with the fucking I had ski boards and I had a snow skate. Oh, the ski boards were terrible, dude. Those are the worst things ever.
You ever see the little bikes? You ever see that shit? The trike? You ever see the big ones that are like actually viable fucking
they had like the big fucking tires on them and shit?
No, the skis. But like it's a trike with 3 skis on it, and it's like a viable means of downhill transportation. Like it works.
Oh, just for downhill. I was like, well, how do you get fucking going if it's just skis?
No. But dude, Grizz and I were talking before this, and both of us agreed. Like, if we even tried to do that shit now, too afraid to get hurt.
Fuck myself up. Dude.
I'm too stiff now. How am I so stiff? All right, what happened to me? I used to fucking BMX.
I get hurt falling asleep at night, let alone fucking going sledding.
Dude, I'm like thinking back in my head from when I used to trail BMX, and this was even in my 20s, like my late 20s. Dude, going downhill, doing fucking, you're booking it down a hill, hitting jumps. You go out of control, hit a tree, fly over the handlebars, hit another tree, and then just get up and be like, "Huh, well, yeah, that sucked."
A little bit winded, but yeah.
Dude, if I did that now, I'd have to go to the ICU. I'd be done. I'd be cooked, man. That would be it. Yeah. See this torpedo? You would have to drag my fucking body to the grave in it.
Out on that thing.
Yeah, god damn. But Grizz, enough of this talk about hurting ourselves. Let's talk about other people getting hurt. And this week, we're talking about Silent Night, Deadly Night from 1984, a Christmas horror movie that spawned numerous sequels. What is there, 5 of them? Right? Is there 5 of them?
5 total, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a 6th or not.
I
will say knows, 2. But this movie has probably the best Christmas horror movie cover art of all time.
Oh,
the way that the Santa arm going into the chimney with the axe, it's just fucking incredible. It'll pop up here occasionally in the background, so if you guys want to take a look, you can see it. There it is right there. Look at the timing.
There it is.
That is just an amazing, piece of artwork. Seeing that for the first time as a kid, like at the video store when I first saw it, I was immediately like, what the fuck is this movie?
I always talk about how like these staged photos from the 80s and 90s always like they creep me out in a weird way. I don't know what it is. It might be the black background, like you said the other day.
Yeah, dude. I think it is that for
there's
sure.
There's something about
stark.
it, and just like the composition and everything, it's fucking awesome. Merry Christmas, man.
I don't know if you had this experience with this movie or not. I don't know when you first saw this, but I saw this pretty young. Because I remember wanting to rent it because it had this cover. It was what drew me to it. And I fucking hated it as a kid. I didn't get it. Like it would just like went over my head as a kid. I thought I was supposed to be getting this, like what we just talked about, this Santa Claus, killer fucking movie. And I got this like, deranged fucking slasher kind of fucking thing out of it that just, as a 12-year-old or whatever, just kind of didn't register with me very much.
I didn't see this movie till a little, maybe middle school or high school. I actually don't really remember the first time I saw this movie, to be honest. But this, I feel like a similar thing. Same thing with Christmas Evil, where when I was younger, because it wasn't so over the top and just fucking mean spirited and everything, I didn't like it as much. But then when I watched it as I got older, I started to like it more and more just for the story. I enjoy the story. I enjoy the way that it's actually shot. Like the look of the movie itself is pretty cool. It's got like a nice, almost late 70s look to it almost at times.
At times. It does.
But I also like the casting, right? Like Grown Up Billy is fucking awesome in this.
Awesome.
And just knowing also that part 2 is going to be like even better for me, at least, because it's the best parts of one mixed with.
I was going to say, you keep fucking saying this, dude. And I have to talk about that real quick. You think part 2 is better than this movie?
Absolutely. Because you get the best parts of part 1 because they keep going back and showing that shit. But you also get the awesome fucking like narration and the little in between like segments with his brother, and like just the way he like narrates and his, just how he's portraying the fucking character makes it so much better. Like it just, to me, is perfect when it comes to what I want, at least for like a stupid Christmas horror movie,
I could see that being, if that was a standalone movie, but if the first one didn't exist, I could be like, yeah, that's a better movie. I do think the first one is the best of the series.
As like a real movie, honestly, like obviously the first one is the best of the series. But to me, I enjoy the second just because like I really do like what would you like the wraparound segments. You know what I mean? But like in the institution.
The problem that I have with that is that it's just 38 minutes of the first movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
it's all the good parts.
So like you couldn't watch them back to back. Like you can't watch Silent Night, Deadly Night and then watch part 2.
No,
because you're going to be watching like the same fucking movie like a halfway through again.
Bro, you just watch part 2 when you're at work or something just to get through it. You know what I mean? You get like a recap of 1 and you get a little bit extra.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you could actually just have this be a standalone where like those cutbacks are just part of that part 2 is part of that movie.
Dude, you know what would be sick? You know what would be really sick? If you cut part 2 into this movie completely.
Yeah, like you just made it one continual.
Yeah. Like it's,
and then there's parts of it that are like, you have to like have a start of it be like from the brother's perspective from part 2 in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is like the whole flat. Yeah, dude, that's a kind of a cool.
Like it's longer,
that's a cool fucking edit, dude.
And then it would go back and forth. Like, dude, that would be fucking great. See, like that's something. Cool, I wonder if they would legally be able to do that. Like if they were able to release all 4 of the movies on one DVD, Blu-ray, or whatever. Can you intersplice
edit them
two
together.
into one? Is that legally all right?
I mean, technically 3 picks up where the second one left off, but it's so disjointed and weird. The whole story just takes a weird turn, I think, in part 3 compared to like these first 2 being really. And plus, part 2 gives you that awesome car battery kill. That's one of the best kills in the series as well. I do enjoy part 2. I just think part 1 is fucking. This movie on its own is really, really fun.
Chris, why don't you give us a synopsis of the first Silent Night, Deadly Night?
A boy who witnesses Santa Claus murder his family is
More than
forced,
just murder.
is forced to later in life play Santa Claus at work, and it triggers him into a deadly killing spree.
A psychosis, a Santa psychosis.
A Santa psychosis. Oh, dude, it sounds like a badass luchador move for like a Santa Claus luchador.
Yeah. That could actually just be a horror movie, Santa psychosis.
Santa psychosis, yeah, dude.
Or that could just be.
It's like what people could call like the delusional fucking craziness of people acting in this time of year. Oh, he's got the Santa psychosis.
Let's see if
he's acting all crazy around Christmas.
Santa psychosis.
It's got to be a thing, right?
Santa psychosis isn't a formal diagnosis, but can refer to a delusional belief about Santa, often linked to childhood myths, or in clinical contexts, grandeur delusions, where someone believes
you were there.
They are a divine or important figure like Jesus or God, sometimes with religious themes seen in these. This fucking sentence keeps going on.
Christmas Evil is really about Santa psychosis, man. That's what it is.
Is that so? Now that's really all right. Now here we go. Killer Santas, Santa psychosis.
Christmas, correct.
2 subgenres. I'm okay with that.
2 different things, man.
I'm okay with that.
There's more Santa psychosis movies than there is, actual Santa Claus killing movies, I think.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. But we love them all the same, right? We're not going to. I love it. I love psychosis in WCW. Me too. So Chris, Silent Night, Deadly Night. We see this family who ends up getting caught up in a terrible, coincidental, I don't know what the hell this circumstance or chain of events or whatever. It is Christmas Eve, or is it Christmas Day?
Christmas Eve. Yeah. It's Christmas Eve, and it basically all starts off with a pretty awesome omen from his delusional grandfather that the family is going to visit on Christmas Eve, and the delivery of this. Basically, the grandfather is telling him that Santa Claus will bring punishment to bad kids if they have to be fucking good all year. If there's any naughtiness at all, then they're gonna get punished.
Dude, this guy's voice is
iconic
creepy
as fuck.
It's creepy as fuck, man. Right? It's
his intensity is creepy.
Yeah, like this is too much. And also, we gotta mention, we've been getting fucking banged with copyright fucking things lately. So hopefully it doesn't happen this week. The last 2, not so good. So we'll see. Let's cross our fingers with Silent Night, Deadly Night. But yeah, this grandpa is fucking creepy as hell.
What about you, boy?
Boy,
You've been good all year?
oh my god.
I definitely saw this guy at Roy Rogers' fucking house in a fucking
She's Santa Claus tonight.
whole chicken to
You better
himself.
run, boy. You better run for your life.
You better run for your life.
I say that all the time.
You better run for your life. And then and nobody believes him that he fucking like no and then grandpa just goes back to
not talking.
yeah, hey, it's like, dude, come on.
Imagine being a kid though, and like that's your experience. You'd be like,
dude,
what the fuck just happened?
You want to hear something fucked up? I'll tell you something fucked up.
Let's hear it.
This dude I used to hang out with when I was younger, when I was in high school, his grandma, right? Like it's not really funny, but like she was in like a bed in her house. Like in their house, like there was a room. She was in a hospital bed, like in the room, like they took care of her. And dude, I never saw her move once. And I always, like when I was like there, I always just like imagined like the fucking scariest shit. You know what I mean? Like I'd be sitting there and I just imagined like her fucking jumping out of the bed.
I think it's a shared experience, dude. Like I absolutely also remember going to a friend's house with like a very sick elderly family member and being like, this is kind of terrifying to me.
Like something straight out of It, right? Like something like some Derry shit, like where she's gonna fucking come out of the bed and like come after you. And like there was no reason for me to think that. It wasn't.
No.
Like the house was a nice house. Like it wasn't.
Many movies.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it was, but that creeped me the fuck out, dude. But this grandpa, intense as hell, reminds me of the dude from The Fog. We got time for one more story. But yeah, this
fucking compete.
It's pretty fucking ominous from the start. Like you have this grandparent who, like, you're supposed to be like I think of my grandpa as a kid on Christmas, and he was like loving it, like, oh yeah, all happy and shit. This guy is
terrifying.
And not only
this kid already has in his head that like if you are bad, Santa Claus is going to show up and punish you. And on the way home, this dude who's dressed up as Santa Claus starts his killing spree by robbing this fucking grocery store.
Dude, I love this. This is my second favorite.
God damn.
My second favorite convenience store shootout behind darkness.
What charity are you with?
What the hell are you doing that for?
I'm holding you up, asshole. Put the money in the bag.
Cigarettes in
So it's not
like
all
the
phony
fucking
cello,
overhead
is it?
thing.
A lot of it's genuine greed.
All right, you.
This guy's got the Roscoe under the fucking counter, but he's not quick enough.
No. This is the brutal part.
Pull it. He hesitates so long. And there, the one in the head, dude. Brutal. But then
he did wait way too long, dude.
Dude, the Santa's going to his car and he's like $38. It's like, damn, dude, you ended this dude's life over $38. Not even worth it, man. The contents of the cooler was more than that. Damn.
Didn't even take any smokes with you, dude. What a pussy.
Yeah. I always wondered that, like, even to this day, when I see movies like this, like, where, like, the dude ends up, wasting the fucking clerk or whatever, like, you would, like, I would take a fucking whole rack of cigarettes. Like, that would be, I've
already committed a way worse crime.
Yeah, like, dude, I'm going to need them.
Is fine, dude. I'm going to take what I want.
Like, why not take your cigs, too, like an energy drink or something, I don't know.
Get my shit right before I get
you're going to jail, bro. That's it. This is your last, like, I would take a thing of Doritos with me, right?
Like, James, get the fuck on the road, dude.
Yeah. Put the Reese's in your pocket and run away. Fuck, bro.
That's what I would grab. I'd be running out with a bunch of Reese's like a fucking idiot.
Dude, this is something I had an interesting conversation about this. Is it just me, or does every other peanut butter cup that's not a Reese's just taste off?
Yeah.
Right? Like I just can't separate the thought of a Reese's peanut butter cup from like any other. Like and it could be higher quality. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be cheap. Just it's like off.
Yeah, and there's also like a ratio thing that has to be there. Like the perfect peanut butter cup is the classic 2-pack peanut butter cup. That size and shape is like perfect ratio, right?
What about the Christmas tree?
The crispy, like, dude, like the really fresh one. There's nothing better than like a really, you can tell when you got a fresh pack of peanut butter cups.
No. The Christmas tree, the Christmas trees.
Fuck those, dude. I'm telling you right now, that's where things take a turn. You start losing the ratio in the eggs and the Christmas trees. They're okay still, but they're losing the fucking ratio.
True.
Then you get into these ridiculous fucking Christmas snowmen and shit like that, where it's just like, this isn't even a fucking peanut butter cup anymore. Like, it loses, the peanut butter changes with that gravity of fucking amount of, like, it's terrible.
Do you get the ice cream? You ever get the Reese's ice cream?
There might be some in my refrigerator right now.
My man. My man.
The chocolate peanut butter from fucking.
Hell yeah.
Who is it? Breyers that makes it.
My man. I think Breyers has like the monopoly on all that shit, right? They got like,
that shit,
don't they do like M&Ms and stuff in theirs and like all and Snickers,
I
believe
Snickers. Too. Yeah, dude, they run that shit.
Put the OG cups in the freezer and break my fucking.
I'm gonna have some of that as soon as I'm done with this. To be honest with you.
Are you a Kit Kat guy? You like Kit Kats?
I'll fuck with a Kit Kat for sure, dude. That's probably my second favorite Halloween candy I would get.
I love Kit Kats, bro. I love them, man.
Actually, no, I take that back. It's probably my third. I love a good Almond Joy. Be Reese's peanut butter cups, Almond Joys,
Psychopath,
and Kit Kats.
Psychopath,
dude. What is so? I don't understand the fucking the
Almond
coconut
Joy, bro.
Hate, dude.
Oh, Almond Joy.
Almond Joys are fire. Dude. And you know what? Good. I loved growing up that I was one of the only kids who fuck with Almond Joy because I got all of them motherfuckers. Nobody wanted to have them, so they just gave them to me. I didn't have to trade or anything.
Hey, I will say I ate a Snowball not that long ago. I was never into coconut. Never. I ate a Snowball not that long ago. Wasn't bad, man.
Dude, German chocolate cake, get the fuck out of here, dude. That shit is so good, man. You kidding me? It's so good.
All right. So Billy, grown up, 18 years old now, out of the orphanage.
Yeah.
He's put up for he's made an orphan. Him and his brother living their lives in the system.
He also saw his parents die. We didn't mention that.
Oh yeah. I thought we insinuated that they were taken out.
Well, basically, I couldn't really show the clip because the mom's tits are just everywhere.
Yeah.
And
Grizz actually did a lot of editing for this episode. We have two clips, I think, that you had to.
Yeah,
hopefully those don't. Yeah.
But yeah, he basically watches his dad get shot in the head by this guy. The mom gets her throat slit in the middle of the fucking road, and he's just in the bushes watching it while his baby brother's in the car the whole time with the dead bodies.
He left him to die, bro.
It was a wild scene.
That's fucked up.
Honestly.
Right? He didn't even try to take him out of the seat and run. He just fucking left him.
Left his ass there.
Luckily, the guy left the kid. Right? Luckily for him.
So what you're saying? He's fucking grown up now at the orphanage. But you see a whole time where he's just treated like shit at this fucking orphanage by Mother Superior.
Piece of shit.
Just torturing this fucking kid, really, man.
But I'm not gonna say he's on the loose because he's normal when he leaves.
He's normal.
Yeah, he's pretty well adjusted. They get him a job at this local toy store type place, and it happens to be the Christmas season. And unfortunately for him, Santa Claus is what sets off his fucking psychosis. And unfortunately for everybody else, it manifests when he's at his peak physical condition.
He's a specimen at this time.
Yeah, he's jacked, right? He's got the fucking bulging biceps glistening. But they have him play Santa Claus at the store because the guy got hurt or whatnot. And he's wearing the Santa costume, and this just fucking puts him over the edge, right?
And the kid's coming and sitting on his lap, and he's trying to be fucking normal, and he's just losing it on the inside, dude. Sit
down. You're being naughty, right? He totally loses it. He's a totally different fucking person, even though I love it. He is kind of funny when he's talking to the dude we're gonna see in a little bit who meets his demise at his hands. When he's like, "Hey, dude, what the fuck, man?" He's just staring off into space like a fucking moron. And Billy's like, dude, it's because I don't give a shit. The way that they talk to each other is so funny, right? Billy
the boss comes in, he's all normal and shit. I was just man, this is so
Billy
good.
Obviously is fucked up, but this guy doesn't care. But Billy's a big dude. I don't know why he's messing with him, right? It is not a good idea.
And in the next scene here, we're going to see basically what you just said, him taking this guy out at the Christmas party. Because they're having a little Christmas party now for the employees.
Billy's not all bad here.
No, because this dude is attacking this chick.
Yeah, he's trying to take advantage. He's we can't, I don't know if we could say the word, but he's
assaulting this young woman.
Yeah, he's
it started out consensual. It took a turn for the worst. And then what I don't understand about this scene is Billy is a big dude. He is not this fucking big, though, dude.
He's got that strength, man. You know.
I got you.
Look, he wraps the fucking Christmas lights around his fucking neck and picks him up with one arm. Like he's one of the brothers of destruction. Yeah.
He's the fucking Big Show all of a sudden.
Yeah. This guy in the bell bottom. This guy's still wearing bell bottoms in 1984.
Great visual though.
Yeah,
Hung
yeah.
by Christmas lights.
And the girl that he was just assaulting goes fucking crazy, right? She's obviously she's traumatized by seeing, like, first of all, she was just assaulted. Now she saw somebody just literally be fucking like murdered in front of her, straight up murdered. And in like a crazy way, like seeing somebody being picked up like they're just a sack of shit like that is insane, especially as an adult.
Boobs were out too. Like watch someone die with your boobs out. It's got to be weird.
Oh, like you're in a vulnerable position, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta always
like I wouldn't want to watch somebody die with my nuts out. That'd be terrifying. Like,
bro, that's why you always gotta sleep with underwear on, and you always gotta have a pair of shoes next to the bed too, right?
Keep them running.
Dude,
right.
You gotta get those shoes on immediately. That's the first thing you do.
Punishment is necessary, Pamela.
But he ends up stabbing her because she's going crazy, calling him a psycho and everything. Jesus, Chris, that was a close one. Oh my god! But
they're blurred, baby.
The movie is pretty fucking gory, right? Like when it comes to like the stabbings and stuff. We'll see another one in a little bit. It does not shy away from the violence. It just only happens a couple times. That's the whole thing. It's not like a crazy body
ultra
count.
like hyper violent either. It's not like super gore or anything, but it's like pretty decent enough to be like, wow, this is getting the point across pretty well. It doesn't cut away like you would expect it to.
I like how he does the Rambo thing to the woman that works at the store. Right? She's like running for the door and he just he hits her with the fucking bow and arrow. That was I feel like that's the only like out of place thing in this whole movie. Right?
It does feel a little cut and pasted into it. It didn't seem really necessary. It would have been cooler to see like something with the axe here. I wish there was more axe murders.
True.
In the movie.
No! Shoot her in the guts with the bow and arrow.
Okay.
You would still be able to swing that axe, I feel like.
At least
that might have been in the heart. Look at that He-Man fucking thing. Damn. Right in front of the Santa Claus toy, right? What a sight. I love shit like that. I love when they do sorts of like shots where they have like the person getting like, the dead body or whatever. Then they show like the nice little Santa Claus toy.
Yeah, like moving like the animatronic next to it.
Yeah, don't care. Still exists. I honestly think that if let's see, this is the only one really where the person is like not, like she doesn't deserve it, right?
Oh, the one, the deer one?
She gets stabbed. She doesn't deserve it.
Old lady, yeah.
The one with the deer is ignoring the little girl that's in the, that she's supposed to be babysitting because she's with the fucking boyfriend in the bedroom.
Yeah. Early Linnea Quigley fucking spot here.
This is probably the most famous kill from this movie. Actually, it's between this one and there's another one that we're gonna show. But this is pretty gnarly, dude. They don't fucking shy away in this. It also is odd because it's like the film stock changes, right?
It happened in that last clip too. It's weird how it like cuts back and forth between.
Is it from just like the version of the movie that we watched?
It could be. Yeah, it's very possible.
But he's picking her up like he's fucking Superman again. And he pushes Linnea Quigley against a mounted like deer head's antlers. Slowly stabbing her in the gut and penetrating through the back, going out the front. And then you get the view of her, just dead on the giant fucking deer head. Awesome.
What I name that clip is what I search every day, Mike, just so you know.
Antler impalement. Interesting. Then we have the other kill that I would say this is pretty well known for, and that is the sledding decapitation. These dudes are probably Would you say these guys are too old to be doing this shit, man, or what?
It seems that way. It definitely.
Wrong answer. You're never too old, Grizz. But these guys were bullies and assholes.
I'm too old.
Maybe we just got to get you into the DDP yoga. Maybe we got to get you fucking
That's
doing
what I
that
need,
shit.
Dude. I need I'm in Dallas Page.
But this dude is going down the hill, and unfortunately, he meets Billy before he meets the end, and therefore meeting his end. I never had one of these sleds, like the toboggan type thing. I like, though, that the body is still going down the hill on the sled, and the friend is like, well, hey, man, what the fuck?
I love the body's upright also. That's great. And the best part is the head coming in.
Then the head comes later, and this dude's face. Oh, awesome. Fucking awesome, man. It's really quite the character, Billy. He just literally goes on a rampage throughout this town, going to all these spots who he just happens to like run into the worst people also. But he's trying to get back to the orphanage to kill the Mother Superior. The cops know it's him. The cops know he's out. The cops know where he's going. And we don't have a clip of it, but there's a part in this movie where the cop shoots another Santa Claus going to the orphanage, and it was a priest, right? He was going to
heavy.
Yeah, dude, that was heavy. And you know what? Nobody really cared. Nobody was really that upset. No, I feel like people would be going wild over that, right? Like that would be a big deal. But not so much in this
town.
But eventually Billy comes back, and one of the little girls lets him in, and unfortunately he's not able to fulfill his
no, and this is the only downfall of the film for me is how anticlimactic the ending is here. I really want something grandiose to wrap up this movie because it's been so good. It builds so well. The kills are so much fun. And this just kind of leaves me wanting more a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, Billy does not make it out alive. There is no Santa Claus.
Swings.
Look, she accepts her fate.
We got.
Hey, he gets shot in the back. A bunch of cowards.
I know, right? And that's how he dies.
Yeah. But before he dies, he goes, "Don't worry, Santa is gone." And then he dies. While his brother,
kid there,
dude, his brother is fucking standing there like,
what the fuck?
And then we see, we get like the ending where his brother is picking up the mantle of being a psychopath, a Santa psycho, psychosis. And then he goes back for revenge in the second movie too. But that was Silent Night, Deadly Night, one of the best Christmas horror films that you could ever watch. It's really it's not that long. I think it said an hour 26, but that's with credits and everything also. Movie moves.
Fast moving.
Yeah, it moves. It's not really boring. It's like, you know, the whole build up to him turning into the crazy Santa Claus is entertaining. Him as the crazy Santa Claus is entertaining. You know, just the only thing that sucks is the ending, because you kind of want him to be able to finish his mission, but you know, what can you do?
I just even if it doesn't finish the mission, just something a little bit bigger than a swinging axe that doesn't, you know, come close to hitting and getting shot. It's just seemed a little mailed in there, but it doesn't take away from how awesome the fucking movie is.
Yeah. That brother grew up to be Clint Howard in part 4.
Which is a weird turn.
Yeah. That was a weird turn. What's that? That's not the Toy Maker, is it? Is that the Toy Maker one? I don't fucking know.
I think so. Because the third one's with this, like the girl. The fucking.
Man. It gets confusing.
The third one's terrible.
I don't even know what the last one is. I have them, but I don't know what the fuck they are. I don't think I've ever actually watched part 5.
can't imagine it's great.
I don't know. Maybe I'll try to watch it maybe I'll watch it tomorrow at some point. We'll see. But Grizz, next week, we're coming up to the Christmas finale. But not quite. We're not quite there yet. We still have to also
another
ask
week.
We got to make sure EK wants to do it this year. We got to ask him. But
just assuming.
But yeah, we're just assuming at the moment. But we'll see. Toy Makers 5. But next week, next Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@badtastevideo-podcast, we will be watching the 1989 Nazi Christmas horror elf movie, Elves. Works. I honestly, I've never watched this movie.
Your first time watch for me too, man.
It could be good. It could be bad. It was referred to us by somebody, so we'll see. We're not going to hold you responsible if it sucks, because we could usually find some enjoyment out of everything, but it does have a 4.2 on IMDb, which isn't that bad. And 58% of Google users enjoyed the movie, which also means it's not that bad. Kind of weird that this movie came out on October 24th, 1989. Why would you release a Christmas movie the week before Halloween?
Yeah, very strange. It's jumping on the horror thing. But.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But that's next Tuesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@badtastevideo-podcast. Grizz, it's time we head over to the wide world of metal. And what do you have for us this week?
I got 3 tasty little fucking treats here, all of a little bit of a different variety. We're going to start with some Montreal old school death metal. This band is called Zero State. New album called Shadow Realm, just released on December 4th. This band has one of the coolest fucking logos that I've seen in a long time. It's hard to stand out with logos. In today's like metal scene, dude, everything's so convoluted, and
it's been done.
Yeah, exactly. This one's actually pretty fucking cool. Artwork is pretty sweet on this as well. This is going to be the title track then for the album. This song is called Shadow Realm. Great fucking old school groove.
Sick artwork. HM2 band, right? Sounds like an HM2 band. Sick.
So what I wish I had another opportunity to show you with this band is the guitar solos on this album, dude, are fucking ripping. Like,
nice. These
dudes put it down. So there's like the one solo I listened to is over a minute long, and it just fucking built and built. And I was like, I thought, oh, it's gonna be over now, and the dude fucking just runs into these fucking sweet sections, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. So yeah, that's really fun, man. So like I said, just old school, classic kind of death metal mixed in with some technical, new school stuff. That is Zero State with the album Shadow Realm. Just came out, so check that one out. Next, we're gonna jump over. I've been kind of getting into some like old school symphonic black metal stuff recently, ever since the Worm's new release. I've been going back and listening to a lot of like the early Cradle stuff, and then I found this band, which is this project of this chick from California. She put together this group of dudes to make this group Vesseless, and this is just fucking awesome, man. When I heard this, I was like, this is totally hitting all of those symphonic black metal notes. This song is called Perpetual Chasm of Black Mirrors.
Cool.
The vocals are sick too.
Sounds like fucking what's his name from Behemoth.
Oh yeah, Narwhal, yeah. And like the highs have that like Danny Filth thing going on to them.
Sick. Yeah, it sounds like early 2000s, late 90s, like Cradle of
symphonic
Filth.
black metal, dude.
Sick.
It's like that
like
Dimmu Borgir fucking vibes at times and stuff. Which is funny because I used to like be like so like not even when even at the peak of like my love of black metal, I was never like really into that stuff specifically.
Groove,
now I'm
bro.
just like,
you want to groove.
I'm just like, dude, I could go back and listen to that shit so much now and find so many things that I missed out on. But that's a really cool band out of California. Like I said, from Santa Clara, Vesselus. The album is called Home. This isn't even coming out yet. This actually comes out on January 16th of next month, but they do have 4 tracks you can check out now on their Bandcamp. So go check that out as well. I saved my personal favorite for last this week.
This is my favorite too this week.
I kind of figured it would be. This is just fucking perfect. The band is Necro. This is such a tough one. Necrotoxemia. The album is called Perpetual Agony Mechanism, which is a great fucking name. And this is perfect gore grinding, brutal death at its fucking finest. Let's hit them with the Cannibal Congregation. Come on, what more do you want?
I love the drums.
These fucking vocals, dude.
Sick.
I mean, it sounds like a congregation of cannibals eating a carcass. It's the perfect fucking word.
So sick.
Dude, the fucking, are you kidding me with the fucking blast at the end there? I knew this is everything that I want in good fucking brutal death and gore grind and grindcore. This is it, man. Necrotoxemia, you guys are fucking crushing it. I actually believe this is just one dude, if I'm not mistaken, out of San Antonio, Texas. So, dude, he just put out, this came out yesterday on December 5th. And then this dude just had another album come out on November 7th of last month, which is another fucking 6-track, because I was going to cover that one. That one has some amazing tracks. And then I saw, he has one that just came out this fucking past week, so I had to jump over there and get this one instead. So if you like good gore grind, dude,
check
hit this fucking shit up on Bandcamp.
It's sick.
Rules so hard. So 3 different choices, man. Some different stuff for everybody.
Hell yeah. Very good, man. That shows how good you got at finding bands for Wide World of Metal. Then now you can do 3 a week. It's fucking
I love doing 3 a week, to be honest with you.
Me too. I'd rather listen to 3 individual songs than like one album through. It's less work.
And it's just, some people might not be into brutal death, so it gives them an opportunity to find something they actually might like in this segment.
Hell yeah, dude.
So
exactly. But Grizz, I think that just about wraps it up for this week, right? You got anything else?
I think that is it, man. I'm excited for next week with this movie we've never seen, dude. Elves. It's gonna be fun.
Looks interesting. Looks like it's gonna be
Santa Claus versus Nazis is gonna be fucking fun as fuck, man.
That's what it says. We'll see. But Grizz, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram at Kane_enabler.
And you can find me at Bad Taste Video. And you can find everything we do at www.badtastevideo.com. We stream live every Tuesday night on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@badtastevideo podcast. Next week, we're going to be covering Elves from 1989. Getting closer to our Christmas spectacular. Maybe I'm not getting. I was gonna say maybe I'll get dressed up. But what the fuck am I gonna? I ain't doing shit. Get out of here. I did enough. But Grizz, I think that's it. If you want to listen to this in podcast form, we release it every Thursday morning, wherever podcasts are found. If you can't catch us live on Tuesdays, you can watch all the previous episodes on our YouTube channel. They're there in the live section. We tried to release them separately. But YouTube kicked that shit in the bucket, and we're just gonna leave it as is. So go to the live section of our YouTube channel, check them out. Hopefully this doesn't get taken down by the old copyright strike thing again, because we're
by the rules. God damn it! What the fuck?
We're trying so hard, guys. But I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank everybody for listening. We will see you next week with Elves from 1989.